Hi. So, I have a small review for you because from book influencers, I received an arc from D.A. Busby, who is a bestseller author and paranormal investigator. And she wrote a book, and it's called Running from Roswell. I'll show it here so you can see what it's about because I don't have the cover of the book. Um, And I received the art copy to read because, well, obviously I entered. um, and what the book is basically about uh, is that a girl disappeared while camping with her boyfriend, and all of a sudden she vanishes without a trace. He wakes up, he has no memory of what happened, and, well, he believes that she has been abducted by aliens. So for years and years and years on end, he is investigating what happened to her, trying to get her back. And 20 years after she disappeared, on the exact date, 20 years later, he vanishes as well, without a single trace. And the place where they go missing is basically uh, a military site in a place where a lot of alien sightings have been seen basically. So it falls under federal jurisdiction. So the FBI gets involved, and the detective that takes lead in the case is Oliver. And so Oliver goes and investigates what happened to the guy who just seemingly disappeared into thin air, and he needs to work together with the local police department. And that is where the trouble starts, because for starters, no one knows what happened to that girl 20 years ago, except for that the boyfriend, who is now missing as well, was there when it happened. So basically, the whole town and the police department, they assume that he killed her and got rid of her body and now ran away because he can't handle the pressure anymore. That's basically what they believe. So they're not really forthcoming with information, they're keeping things behind. But the chief of the police department has a daughter, and her daughter, named Vanity, joined the police department just to solve the girl's missing case. And the guy that now goes missing is her uncle. So she's really invested in his case, and she wants to help the FBI solve the case. So Oliver and Vanity eventually come together to try and solve whatever may have happened, and a sort of romance starts. There is just a lot going on in this book. So they're trying to solve two missing person cases at once, which is hard without any evidence. And then there is the fact that Oliver and Vanity both have extensive history when it comes to family, when it comes to their own personal lives. A lot of things happen, which align very well with each other, so they fall for each other, but they also, get rough with each other because they're both really vulnerable and have their walls up very high. So there is a paranormal aspect to this book. There is a detective line to this book. There is romance in this book. There's betrayal in this book. There are lies. There are theories about what happened and what is real and what is not. And I wouldn't normally read books with regards to aliens because it's just not really my cup of tea. But detectives are my cup of tea. And I must say that this book was really well written. I read through it very easily. It is a slow burn because, when someone is missing and there is no trace, an investigation goes very slowly. The romance part in the book also goes very slowly, but it's building up to something, so there is some kind of tension underneath the surface, and that all comes together in the end in a full blown, well, plot twist, basically. Um, I will say it wasn't my favorite book, but it was very well written. There are nice subjects in the book. The characters are good. They're good because everyone that is involved in this case and in this book has his own history basically. And D.A. Busby just really knows how to put a book together and how to create something out of what she knows and what she investigates, and she does that very well. Um, Running from Roswell, the title is very well, it's fitting because if you know what happened in Roswell, where they had like a UFO sighting and what it turned out to be and everything, she chose the right spot for the book. So she chose the right title. She chose a nice cover, as you can see up here. Um, it's just a very well and nice written book. I had never heard of D.A. Busby before, but I definitely think that I will look into her more and like read more of her books because she writes very interesting books. So if you like alien kind of books, if you like detectives, if you like a little bit of romance and a lot of drama, then I recommend to you this book because it's very nice. So for my review, I will give the book 3.5 stars. Um, it was a nice read, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.